Boxwork is a very rare formation. Geologists actually believe 95% of the world's boxwork is in Wind Cave. Oh, wow. So this is one of the very few caves that it's in, and it's the only cave you can see it in the abundance you're going to see it today as you travel through our tour route. Now, it's not only unique because it's rare, it's also unique in the way that it formed. So anybody want to take a guess at how it got here? Water, okay, water was involved.
Were there lots of cracks that the water came through?
It has absolutely nothing to do with wind.
A very good artist.
This formation is actually older than the room you're standing in. How does that happen?
Water had to seep into something that later washed on down.
Okay, you're on the right track. So what happened was that in the solid limestone, there were pockets of minerals. As water slowly seeped through the limestone and came in contact with those minerals, they expanded. They expanded with such force that they created fracture patterns in the rock that they slowly oozed into. Okay? Over time, those minerals began to harden in those cracks. And the Black Hills uplifted, creating large cracks and fissures in the limestone, and allowing a lot more water to come down into the rock. And that water was carrying with it carbonic acid. What is carbonic acid in today? Soda pop. Yeah, so it's pretty weak acid, right? We can drink it. So it took a very long time for that acid to slowly dissolve away the limestone. So it was filling in those cracks and then slowly dissolving further and further out. Eventually, that acidic water reached those hard minerals, and they were a little bit more resistant to the acid, so they were left behind. So when you look at the boxwork today, you're looking at fossilized cracks. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
That means the boxwork is still forming, right? No. Yeah, some of you caught me. No, it's not forming anymore because we don't have water down here dissolving away the limestone. Okay? So what we've got is what we've got unless the cave refills with acidic water and continues to grow. Important to keep in mind that those first explorers, they were not geologists or scientists, so their theories were a little bit less complicated. And about 10 years after people started entering Wind Cave, a family showed up here named the McDonalds. Okay? The McDonalds came out here because their father, Jesse McDonald, had been put in charge of a mining claim that had been taken out on the surface surrounding the cave. All four of the McDonalds that came out began to explore, and they figured out very quickly that gold does not form in limestone. So that mining claim was pretty useless. Okay? That meant they needed a way to support themselves, right? So how could you earn money at a cave?
Tours.
Tours, yeah. So the McDonalds became Wind Cave's first tour guides. Now, the youngest McDonald that came out, his name was Alvin, and he was 16 years old when they arrived. And like I said, all four of them were exploring, but Alvin really fell in love with Wind Cave. And he spent most of his time down here exploring and just kind of being in the cave. He loved it down here, okay? So if you were to come down here on a tour with one of the McDonalds, you would have started at a man-made entrance, just like we did today. You would have done about 125 feet of ladders. Once down in the cave, you would have taken a slightly different route to get to where you are right now. It would have involved crawling, sliding around on your belly, climbing up ropes and ladders, climbing down ropes and ladders, climbing up cliffs, and eventually, maybe in an hour or two, you would have reached this room. Your whole tour would have lasted 5 to 6 hours. It's also important to keep in mind that if you happen to be on that tour with Alvin, he was an explorer first and a tour guide second. So Alvin might find a passageway like this one right over here in the ceiling, and he might tell his group, "Wait right here, I'll be right back." "While I'm gone, would you please preserve your candles?" Oh my goodness, yeah. So if I can get you to turn off any
Yeah, it hits you right in the freaking face. I'm trapped.
This reminds me of the Needles Highway.
Could you imagine being really humongous? Or I'm stuck. I'm stuck. That's like sumo wrestler. Help me up. That's funny. It's like Ninja Turtles.
It's like, I want to go on, jump in that one right there.
Oh.